What's going on? What's going on? This is the Apostle Max speaking so fluently and eloquently in this spectacular vernacular called realism. Back with you on another video. Grab your popcorn, grab your food, grab your beverages, grab whatever you need. Listen to this while you're running, while you're working out, because I'm about to bring in some heat. So today, I'm going to talk about something different. And it's about having a luxury car in your 20s. Especially in your early 20s. And how it feels like experiencing that in this game of life. Right now, when I'm driving Tesla Model Y 2021. It's not the newest one. 2021. 4 years old, right? And before then, I had a Tesla Model X. And it was, say about 2 years ago, I had an accident with that car. And that time I was 21. Actually, no, 22 actually. I just turned 22. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this with this particular video is that when you're getting your success, when you're getting your money up, when you are really on your shit as a man, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to try you, especially women. As soon as they see they have a nice car, they're going to start throwing themselves at you. Of course, they're not going to go out and approach you, but they're going to give you side eyes. They're gonna, choose you, and if they choose you, they're waiting for you to make the approach. And you see, me personally, with everything that's going on with today's generation, how everybody thinks, it can be dangerous for the first time taking that approach. It can be, unless you have a way to communicate or a way to finesse around it. But if you're a person, let's say you don't have that much experience when it comes to women, and with me, right, there was a time where bro, I'm gonna keep it a bit, like, my high school years, I really couldn't get bitches, bro. Because I grew up in a Christian church. You know what I mean? I grew up in a Christian environment, so because of that, I thought, girls that sleep around, bunch of whores, I didn't want to fuck with it. You know what I mean? Until later on, until I grew out of Christianity, I realized the fallacy and the bullshit of the Christian church and religion. Then I made a point to tell myself, hey, I'm just gonna go have my fun. You know what I mean? Go enjoy my youth, and that's what I did. And when I went to Vegas, that is exactly what happened. When I went to Vegas, man, oh my God. It was just easy for me to get pussy, because I was fucked, like, bro, I was getting pussy as if there was no tomorrow, bro. I was out there macking, I was out there, at a bitch, you feel me? Like, just really, you know what I mean? Just out there, just making a point to just, have my fun each and every night. You know what I mean? And man, it was an experience because, coming from the church, like really being sexually suppressed, and then coming out of religion, right? Coming out of Christianity. And then now I'm making the point that, hey, I'm going to start to, really get, women now and really, focusing on just knowing how to communicate, right? I just went off, man. Like, bro, just something inside of me. It was almost as if, man, like, just, just the spirit of the game just went inside me, and I just did what almost came, even to the point where the pressure was there, but I still did what I had to do. But if you're a person, right, and I've experienced this, especially with a guy that didn't have experience, during like 19, 20, 21, right before I went to Vegas, I didn't really have that much experience. Like I'll have girls throw themselves at me, and bro, because of also still falling into that doctrine just a little bit, I just didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Until I really went to Vegas and I just started going crazy. You know what I mean? And it was such a time, man. It was, bro. It was such a time. At that time, I just had my, I also had my Mercedes, right? I had my Mercedes-Benz at the time. It was a 4MATIC 2009. You know what I mean? And then I had my own crib, right? So, and that time I was promoting. So, each time I'll be done promoting, sometimes I'll bring a girl home, sometimes I'll bring two bitches home. And man, it was a crazy like experience. You know what I mean? Sometimes it'd be good, sometimes it'll just be, wild, you know what I mean? Sometimes it'll be fucking wild now, drunk out of their mind, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? When the morning comes, I just make sure, she's all good to go, you know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to get no motherfucking rape charge, you know what I mean? But it's something that you gotta be cautious of, because, bro, I was at a point where, you know what I mean, when I was really starting to get the bread, I was like, bro, I don't trust no bitch, bro. I just want to, like, you know what I mean, you probably go overseas, you know what I mean, just find a good girl. Until one day I'm like, I'm just gonna go to Vegas, and then I was just going fucking ham, bro. And that was it. And then after me going to Vegas and me coming back here for a temporary moment, it's just my mind has shifted. You know what I mean? Like, if you know how to communicate, if you know how to maneuver, if you know how to move and groove when it comes to communicating with people, and especially with a woman, like, bro, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Because I see a lot of people getting finessed out here, you know what I mean? Even grown folks, you know what I mean? Grown folks, you know what I mean? They have their life together. You know what I mean? They're making multiple sixes, they're making millions, they're making 7-8 figures, man. And they're getting finessed out here because they don't have the game. You know what I mean? And if they have the game that is put into their brain, they will not, go insane when it comes to the broad. You think what I mean? So it's really just having the wisdom, bro. Having the knowledge and understanding, which applied is when you have the wisdom. And when you have the wisdom, you will not make the mistakes, especially if you learn from people's mistakes. You understand? So, now I'm going so many places, but you definitely have a lot of people that's going to try you, man. A lot of people, want to be your friend, man. A lot of people want to fuck with you all of a sudden. And, bro, I'm a type of guy that is pretty reserved, you know what I mean? I'm a quiet dude. You know what I mean? I can be extroverted, but mostly I'm a quiet person because I'm a person that I don't like to be with a lot of people. You know what I mean? I don't like to be in, certain venues where it's just me. I like to keep my circle small. Let me keep it that way. You know what I mean? Let me put it as that. I just like to keep my circle small. That's the type of person that I am. You know what I mean? I like to be around people that I could trust. You know what I mean? I could, talk to and understand me. Because a lot of people, they just want to hear what you have to say and then use it against you. Because they have animosity, jealousy towards you. And all of a sudden, folks just want to hit you up, just to say, oh, yeah, you're doing good. Oh, yeah. And then now they're hitting you up all of a sudden. I mean, fake-ass motherfucking vibes, you know what I mean? And then you could just smell the fucking fakeness out of that motherfucker, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, you just gotta protect yourself, you know what I mean? You just gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect your energy, you gotta protect yourself. Because, bro, a lot of folks be trifling out here, you know what I mean? I'm only 23, you know what I mean? I'm only 23. And I've experienced some shit. You know what I mean? I've experienced some shit. And I'm still a young nigga, you know what I mean? Next month, I'm actually about to be 24. So, I still got a lot to learn, you know what I mean? And I still got a lot to, progress and, make it a point to just, enhance my life, enhance my communication, enhance my demonstration, and, bro, and live to the fullest. That's what it's all about. But anyways, I just wanted to share some foresight with you about, just life in general, and then also having a, luxury car in your 20s, and, just protecting yourself. So, don't pause back. Comment, like, subscribe, do what you gotta do to support this video, and I'm out.